It is another absolutely beautiful day here. Mid-50s, sunny, a little windy, but look at the colors. How would you want to spend the day inside like I just got done doing? But I'm so thankful to be outside. And it is October 29, and I'm gonna attempt to get about 2 hours of work done today. Had to take the past couple of days off due to just family commitments, time, weather, etc. But it's Wednesday, and yeah, what I want to accomplish is finishing those darn logs that I did not get done this weekend. And then I have some cleanup by the greenhouse. I have a trash pump out there, some hoses, some plants. I need to get that stuff cleaned up. But first, let's get this log splitter dropped back off up by the logs and head out to the greenhouse and get my son off the bus. I got to do that too. So good news, bad news. A couple of videos ago, I had the gimbal or the camera that I'm using to record drop, and the gimbal went into self-protection mode. Now the footage I had prior to that on the tractor, the camera was not picking up the vibrations of the tractor. And on the past two videos, one that launches tomorrow and one that I'm currently editing, you can see the vibration of the tractor. So what I'm attempting to do right now, or what I've done, is a recalibration of the gimbal, and I'm hoping that that fixes the issue. Just want to clarify that with you guys, because want to have good footage, stable footage, and that looks a little unsettling to the eye. Nonetheless, super transparent on everything we're doing here on this channel, what I'm thinking, what my vision is, and that's what I'm sharing with you. So enough about the tech stuff. Let's get this log splitter dropped off. Get the wee lad off the bus, and then get out to the greenhouse. Going to be probably a little bit limited. Tomorrow we have a after school function that we promised we would take them to, and it will be dark by the time we get done with that. And then Friday, it is Halloween. We're going trick-or-treating at the in-laws' place. They live in a really nice neighborhood where they hand out really nice candy, and my son gets to go trick-or-treating with his cousin, my nephew. This is probably the last time because he goes off to college next year, and little man is probably going to want to go hang out with his friends. Saturday, first day of swimming lessons for the boy. He knows how to swim very well. They're going to see how far along he is and get him separated, but he didn't have any interest in his dirt bike. He doesn't want to golf. Doesn't really... Yeah, he fell a couple times on his dirt bike really hard over the bars and just never got back on. I'm not going to push him, but he enjoys swimming, so we're going to do that, and then we got a birthday party. So I guess we're going with all that stuff. Have a ton of stuff that we got to do, and that's going to limit the amount of work. We still have the garlic that we need to split. We have half the load of logs that I just got into view right now that I can see that we got to split and cut. I got the wood in the woods. Ton of work. We have to be very diligent Saturday when we get done with the party and use our time wisely there. Garlic shouldn't take too long to plant, and then I still have to take the shade cloth off the greenhouse. Contemplate whether I'm going to take the plastic off the greenhouse. A few other major big decisions there. Find much easier to transport the log splitter than with the tractor, just as far as the unhooking of it goes. Try to get to a little more level of ground here because it was a pain in the keister to get this thing to move the other day. This is secondary item. If I don't get to this today, I'm not going to be too bummed. It is what it is. The greenhouse and the cleanup is first, but might as well put this out here right now instead of hauling it around with the truck all day. Man, it is so nice outside. I have to go work third shift for like half the night tonight, then be back at 10 a.m. Not complaining, but like, it is so nice. I could stay out, and if I was less of an honest man, play hooky. Oh. Come on, let's get some momentum. 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 And that totally did not follow me over here. You just would have heard a bunch of grunting and groaning as I got momentum and got it, but I got it over here. Okay, I did okay. Get a little bit of wreck fuel in here. I try not to fill it up very full. I don't want a lot, even though it's wet gas, I don't want a bunch of gas to sit in here once I stop using it. So, just enough for what I think I'm going to use today. Bada boom. What we got? Let's see how many logs we have left here. I don't know why this thing is always such a pain to put on. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 logs left to split. About 24 pieces roughly should break down into. One little baby turdlet that we'll give to my mom and dad. And see if we can get to these. Dad separated some of the bigger logs. Let's go take a look at those actually while we're at it. See which ones he separated for my mama, Mimo. Okay, those are splittable. These big honking ones, like, look at this thing. Oh, there's my foot. Yeah, I'm missing a toe. Thing's massive. But now that I got the trick down for cutting it, this thing grew pretty quick. Look at the size of these rings. That's pretty crazy. Good looking wood. What kind of bark is this? What kind of bark is this? We're in Michigan. Logs are from Michigan. What do you think it is? I still think red oak for one of them. We got about 5 minutes till the kiddo gets off the bus. I'm gonna clean out the back of this truck, bed of the truck, seeing the trash cans right here. I'll be back in a minute. Get some of that nice footage driving back to the greenhouse. What do you think? You guys like this? Not hating it? Loving it? You tell me. But I'm gonna keep doing what I think is unique, different. People aren't doing. At least I'm not seeing. I see it in shapes or shapes. See it in forms, but I like this. Like they either use it as B-roll, speed it up or whatever. This, oh, you are capturing the real deal, the journey, the work. Go back to how nice it is again, though. Beautiful outside. Getting this little stuff done during the week gives me a peace of mind, I guess, a touch that I'm accomplishing something yet. But then also on the weekend, can just dedicate that towards the firewood part of things for right now. Firewood and then cleaning up the woods because of woods and surrounding area. There's still quite a few projects we have because of what I believe we're going to do as part of the farm next year. I need it to look amazing. And it already is stunning, beautiful. You guys are getting behind the scenes view of it, but I think if we can get some public out on here, we got something that's a lot different than what anybody else out there is going to provide. Now, I haven't been out to the greenhouse since Sunday. I know it only sounds like it's a couple days, but with how cold it got, the frost, everything, super curious to see how everything's looking. And then just realized I probably really need the tractor to haul all the plants out. Cover crop, here we go. See if I can get this to turn properly. Nope, bear with me. See if it'll turn all the way. Cover crop update, look at that. There we go. It's coming along, right? Seeing we're hitting the 50s, but you can see right here it is 4:24 in the afternoon, and that's about the extent of the sun that hits the field right there. You go a little bit further this way, away from the trees. Now you're facing south, or you're getting that sun better. As I turn back, and now I'm facing directly south. The camera is facing south. And then when we get out to where the greenhouse is and all the sunflowers, that just looks sad. Oh man, that sucks. It's over. Growing season is over. Here, let's take a look-a-roo. You can see just, it's looking rough. But yeah, let's get the trash pump, get the hoses rolled up, and then and the sprinkler, the bin. I got some stuff to take care of. Let's get going on that. Let's see how well it does follow me this time. It's got the trash pump. I definitely remembered to drain this. which reminds me, I need to drain the irrigation pump and get that set up for winter. Oh man, we got so much stuff to do this weekend. I do have the week of Thanksgiving off. I'll have to utilize that. Be diligent with my time. It's trash pump there. Let's see. I don't think. Oh man, I need pipe wrenches for that. Now you're gonna be better? Is it because of the setting that I had it on? I think it was the setting that I had it on. Different setting for when I'm driving. Nice bucket. Got signs. Shoot. But yeah, I got this adapter to go to this 2-inch pipe down to where I could put the garden hose on. This thing was $60 a piece. Made in the USA though. I'll try it this way too. Sad. We're probably, I mean, statistically, with where we're at, we're less than a month away from our first snow. Which presents its own opportunities for work, right? It's not all bad. But just putting this stuff away, I'm gonna go like this. Kind of makes me sad, right? Season's over. Learned a lot this year. Accomplished a lot. Love the weed barrier idea. Learned that we only use 12-inch stakes. Yeah, don't cheap out and use the plastic. Little 6-inchers. Do yourself a favor. Use the 12-inchers. If I can remember, I'll put a description in the link down below. Worth their weight in gold. Never came up once after I went to 12-inchers. And by 12-inchers, let me show you what I'm talking about. Dang, old camera lost me again. Did you get me back? Nope. Man, you are sucking today. Yeah, follow me, okay? That's part of the reason I paid. So when I talk about 12-inchers, this is what I'm talking about. So this is 12 inches. Plastic hook here. Put it over. I use a rubber mallet. I think I went every 6 feet on the sides and down the middle. Once I did that, never had to come up again. So this hose, I suck at twirling these too. Not twirling, reeling them up like this. It's going okay so far with this length, but the big ones I got over here doesn't always go as well. All this stuff adds up too. This hose is 25, 30 bucks, right? Probably gonna be 35 bucks next year, so try to keep it nice. Maybe try that. Oh, that's dumb. Hopefully I got enough of the water out where it doesn't freeze, expand, and die on me. So there's that hose. Do need to take the pitcher pump off. I'm gonna take this hose off, take this valve off. Probably take this whole unit off, actually. You can't tell what I'm looking at because you didn't follow me again. I'll probably just take this off, I gotta take the pump off. Take this off just so it doesn't get seized on here, but I'll cap it right here. Put a flag around it. No one should be snowmobiling on here, but just in case. Okay. I got some big bad hoses down here. Let's go grab those next. And while we're doing that, oh yeah, now you want to follow me, huh? Now you want to follow me. Give a lookaroo of what we're dealing with. Saw the sunflowers. Snapdragons though, still looking really good. I gotta cut those down. Zinnia's gone. Sunflower's gone. I can't remember. So there's the sprinklers that worked and didn't work. I think I just got my 2 sections out here. And I got my pruning shears I gotta take care of. So we got this green one. It's kind of already set up. I think this is a little 50-footer. And I believe it belongs to my parents. So let's get that free of water. Love you. And let's go. For those of you that have taken the disc profile, I'm an S-type personality, and I'm replaying a conversation in my head today. I did not like how I handled it. I didn't blow up or anything, but replaying how I could have done it different. What I liked that I said, what I didn't like that I said, why it pissed me off so much about the conversation that we were having. Getting frustrated with a few things at work. And need to figure out if it's me. I can reflect on if it's me or not. That's right. It's not always the other person, people. Sometimes the first place you need to look is in the mirror. See, this is a 100-foot hose. I think this was $60. I feel like this is going to be a pain in the ass to roll up. I'm not going to be satisfied with how it rolls up. I'm just going to deal with it. Seriously, if there's a trick besides a garden hose reel, or a way that you're aware of, maybe try like this. See, but look at this. Kind of seems to work. Come on. Microphone off. Nice. Probably gonna go viral for doing some stupid stuff like this, and people are just gonna make fun of me. And it won't even be me that goes viral. It'll be somebody else doing a clip of me or some shit. guess I probably should stop swearing too. I have a potty mouth, okay? I do. It makes me seem unintelligent. I gotta work on it big time. Why does it do that? Is it because I twisted it? And what is the cause for this? And number 2, done. Look at this. That's what I let get out of hand. Ooh, that one for sure seems like there is some water in it. All right, let's take a look at these peppers. Tons of peppers. Definitely need to go get a bag and harvest them. Got some kick-butt reapers right here. Got a ton of San Marizanos. John, I believe we never synced up to get these to you. These are definitely vine ripened. Ooh, a little soft. All right, I'm gonna go get a bag to put this stuff in and have all this stuff to clean up. Yeah, and it's 5 o'clock already. Time goes fast. Let's get a harvest bag. I'm gonna pick that stuff up though while I'm here. So far, the wiggle jiggle seems okay, at least on the truck where it doesn't look like that vibration is coming through. Let's get some of this stuff out of here. One of these looks a little better than the other. Excuse me. It's 4 total hoses out here. Like I said, this one does not belong to me, but I'm gonna put it in the barn anyway, because they'll just leave it outside all winter. Got a whole truck bed full of depreciating assets. Is it really an asset though? Stuff that I would have to sell for pennies on the dollar if I ever had to do a huge garage sale. Which begs me to question, once we form a business or an LLC or incorporate whatever, we can get a bill of sale and buy used stuff, but it seems like there's so much waste where people just buy brand new. And I know for a fact that there are farmers all around us, blueberry farmers in particular, that are giving up, closing up shop, selling, probably giving their stuff away. I need to be more mindful of that. Ooh, big squirrel. We're taking the back way back to the barn. It was incredibly windy all day today, and it is nearly still. Would be an amazing night to burn again. Better not hit the bumps too hard. Cover crop, still looking just as good from this angle. Can't imagine it's got much more growth in it. I think that rye will continue to grow once it warms back up in the spring until I cut it. The field I planted it in last year, it started getting really tall and I cut it. That was it. Never came back up. Other weeds came back up, but that stuff didn't. If I'm crazy or got that backwards, let me know, but I'm nearly certain that that is what I did and that it was rye in the field that I did it in last year. is I did a late season plants also. We experimented with sunflowers last year, and that's where I learned weeding is a full-time job, or roundupping is a full-time job if you don't do the weed barrier. Never do it again without the weed barrier. So I think this is going to be a pretty genius move here. Got all kinds of... Dang it, it's a butter knife. I was looking for the file that I used as a sharpener. Got all these effing hoses and not a lot of room. So I'm going to try seeing if we can hang a couple up here. See, there's already a nail right there, like somebody had the same idea. So let's see if this works. This one's a little bit kind of doesn't look the prettiest. She'll do. You know what? That looks like absolute horse pooey. That's not good. Damn it. I'm just gonna have to flip and pile it away. Exactly what I didn't want to do. And just like that, is the epiphany. We have to generate enough income next year to be able to build a larger pole barn, more made for what we're doing here, and storing stuff. Like, I know I don't have the best storage system in here, but we got so much stuff. We're getting more and more equipment, and with what we want to do next year with the farm, we're just going to have more equipment and more stuff. And then, when the season is done, we're going to have to store all that stuff because it won't be in the barn until fall time comes. I don't want to have to keep buying stuff over and over and over, like this trash pump. I don't want to buy this again. So, now we know what our goal is, at least. How much does this pole barn cost? And getting electricity hooked up to it, Nate. Probably what? 40, 50 grand? Not financing it. Nothing's crazy. So it's not that I think 40 or 50 grand's not doable, but man, it's gonna take a little bit of cha-ching. We got the, I guess if I'm not gonna be sawing for a minute, I might as well put this gas away. If I'm not going to be splitting, I just will put them sledgehammer and spinning wall away. That's probably not. Good spot. Great spot to fall on somebody's feet. I'm so sorry that you're seeing these plants looking like this. I'm going to harvest everything though, so there's at least the positive out of it. And I know I have feelings, but I just feel terrible. And it froze, so that can't really be helping. I know it must have not got to the whole greenhouse. Oh yeah, it's covered in ice. It makes me wonder if it's just warm enough to not hit these in here. There's a lot that look like they could ripen yet. Do. Remember to not touch your face. Remember to not touch your face. That one's rotten. That one's rotten. Good Reaper there. Good Reaper there. Bring these to a guy I work with. He likes to make salsas. He likes to grow hot peppers. So we trade stuff here and there. Definitely, though, when we talk about profitability and everything, these pots were not cheap, right? The soil was not cheap. I got a couple $100 into making the soil, a couple $100 in the pot. I'll be able to reuse the pots. Got the plants. So all said and done, just with these peppers right here and the ones that I picked throughout the year, I really didn't even eat any myself. I gave them all away. Spent probably, I'm going to guess, $1,500. I had to rebuild the greenhouse because we had a huge windstorm come through and it took it out. Yeah, $1,500, $2,000 all day. These fans, I want to think about the millions of revolutions they made. They're solar powered. On my other channel, I did a video on these, review. Totally helped keep the greenhouse cool and move around. And I mean, they're not hauling right now because the sun's not super powerful, but keeps the air flowing. Even the one that you can't see right now, that doesn't have the solar panel really pointed at the sun when it's turning. Plants, officially retiring you for the year. Got some peppers back here. Let's see if they lived. Eesh, they did not. Tomatoes took over. So let's see if we can get any of these San Marzano tomatoes harvested, if they're good. Beep, beep, beep. I enjoy growing stuff in the greenhouse. Fascinated by it. Still like hydroponics. I'll mess with the greenhouse stuff more next year. Probably use this more to start seeds and stuff, but what I will do, oh, yuck. Man, they're done. I'm gonna bag it. I'm gonna bag it on the tomatoes. I'm gonna bag it on the tomatoes, though. I'm not gonna pick anymore. They're done. I think that's gonna do it for tonight. Sort of really didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, but I did accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. Need to put these plants out of their misery yet this weekend. So, sum it up. Got done what I expected, about what I could, in about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of time. So as always, give a like, give a share, give a subscribe, comment down below what you would like to see. And until the next one, we'll see you on the other side.